There's a small town in South Africa that's actually for sale. And that got me thinking, could this become an EV destination? Okay, so let's have a look at this advert. How interesting can this be? This town is Middelpost, and most of it, I guess, is go up for auction. In fact, we can look at the article and it seems to be the commercial side of the town that's going up for auction. So let's quickly have a look at this advert and let's talk about what might an EV destination be and what makes a good EV destination for us. If we look at the article, you can go down, you can see it's up for auction. It's close to Tankwa Karoo National Park, so that sounds exciting. It's the middle of, let's say, the Karoo. Well, it's in the Karoo, between Sutherland and Calvinia, where there's no EV charging. So it's opening up the Midlands of Karoo as well. It's saying few of the authentic Karoo villages in South Africa, tranquil atmosphere, but really from there you can have it as a nice base. And that might be part of the good EV destination. That's a good base, which we can touch down, charge, and then explore around the area. Okay, so what is included? Hotel, shop, factory building, 3 dwellings in good condition, a whole old post office, strong borehole, that's important, water, and some land as well. So there's the contact person, or that's the family history. There's some nice images there. I suppose hotel is quite important to base from. There's a nice hall as well. But we'll talk about what we actually need in a town like this to make it work for an EV destination. So I'm going to touch on a couple of things. Please make a lot of comments, hit the like and subscribe button, and give also your thoughts on what makes a good EV town and how you can make something like this to work even. On my mind, I think the basics will be we need charging. So for that, we need good infrastructure. So that will definitely be an issue, not to be reliant maybe on Eskom. So charging, that will be crucial, stable. Future place, things like that, I think that's okay. There's a hotel, we already have that. And then, of course, water. So they do say there's some stable water, but definitely the charging cannot be lacking. We stayed over in a couple of towns already, and I can tell you the 2 things that's a problem in towns in South Africa currently will be stable electricity and stable water. So that will be, for me, the 2 key things we need. Okay, so where is the town? Let's quickly look at Google Maps, and then you can share if you think this can work. Okay, so there we go. There's Middelpost. I'm going to zoom out. Hopefully it's going to work nicely. Zoom out, zooming out. Hopefully Calvinia will be there at the top. The bottom, Sutherland. You can see here on the left-hand side, hopefully you can see that Vredendal will be the closest EV town where there's some good charges. Natal and Calvinia. And then also opening up to Williston, etc. I'm just going to give quickly also just a map we can see if you travel maybe from Cape Town. Traveling from Cape Town, let's see, it's saying it's 5 hours drive, 400 kilometers. It will go through from Worcester, and I'm pretty sure from Worcester you'll actually be able to hit Middelpost. You'll have the range, but from there you can then reach out to the rest of the Karoo. Okay, so what will it cost? Yes, it will be a solar installation for one. Charges, which is very expensive, you'll be surprised, and then that will give a basic setup. Of course, if it's a town destination, you can go as little as a basic solar installation and get 6 kilowatts out, but then people have to stay over. So then it will be a stay over destination instead of just charging. So that might be a better idea, especially initially, if you have a town or access to a town like this. So yes, there are still some small towns up for grabs in Africa for sale, and maybe that can become something completely new where people can be interested in these things. But of course, I will be interested from my side. Would you actually drive to an EV destination like this for a weekend and venture from there? Let me know below, and I hope you enjoyed this fun video and idea.